What's up, guys? Welcome back, and I know what you're thinking. McNally, you didn't post a video last week. You promised the last time this happened you would never miss another week. Well, I did, and I'm sorry about it. So apparently some technical issues came up, and then some life issues came up, and it was just like, oh, and the video wasn't working, and my equipment was deciding, hey, we're not going to work either. There was no video, which, if you follow me on Twitter, sorry about missing a week. Promise we'll try not to happen again. For this week's video, I have something kind of like a throwback Thursday kind of thing, and seeing as I am having to refilm this on a Thursday, it seems only natural to have it on Throwback Thursday. Now, if you guys were alive in the early 2000s and watched TV, you would know that MTV, stands for music television, decided they were going to move away from music and get into young teen dramas and really odd scripted teen reality shows. One of those oddly scripted teen reality shows was Room Raiders. Now, Room Raiders is essentially a guy or a girl goes into the room of 3 guys or 3 girls, and they don't get to see who the rooms belong to, and they basically get to judge the person based on the room, and the room, I guess, that they like the most, or they feel they have more in common with. They pick that person, and then whoever that person is, that's who they go on a date with. They never get to see them. I know, it's riveting stuff, but it does make for some, interesting content. So I was lucky enough to find an episode that aired all the way back in August 11th of 2005, which at that point I was in 5th grade. So we are throwing it back to the early 2000s. Also, one little side note, if the light is changing constantly, that's the sun and I can't control it. It keeps going in and out behind the clouds. So let's get into the video.
Welcome to Room Raiders Gone Wild, Beauty and the Geeks. On today's episode, watch one sexy single give 3 unique guys the surprise of their lives.
So right off the bat, the thing about these MTV shows are they would never be allowed to air now. I mean, with all the political correctness and stuff, you could never get away from, first off, calling a girl a beauty or guys geeks, because those would be considered hateful terms, I guess. And when someone calls you interesting, they're trying to compliment you and also not complimenting you at the same time, if that even makes sense.
When they find out they're being picked for a date, not by their looks or charm, but by what's inside their bedrooms.
Ooh, she smells it. Dang.
Like, this is the thing about these MTV shows. You were never really quite sure. Like, some of the stuff on them was just a little too far-fetched to just be random occurrences. I believe that most of them are scripted. I mean, how demeaning must it be to be on this show and be told, okay, you're going to have to smell this guy's retainer? Also, what kind of judge is that for a possible mate? Who goes up on a first date and goes, oh, is that your retainer? I would love to smell that to get to know you better.
My name is Sarah. I'm 22 years old, and I'm a writer.
Who walks like that? Just... Unless you have like a severe back problem or something.
I like to go to the beach as much as I can, lay out and catch some rays. My top 2 turn-ons are someone who is intelligent, and the jawline is a huge thing for me. If you have a good jaw structure, that's fantastic.
Degree from college and right here. Yeah. Sign me up.
Sarah's going to inspect the rooms of these 3 guys.
My name's Kenneth. I'm 18 years old, and I'm attending San Diego State University.
Looks like a young Chris Farley.
Over the years, I've sort of accumulated a fascination with different types of grasses. What some people...
I mean, of course, you have to have someone on the show who sniffs grass. I mean, what kind of MTV reality show would not have somebody that doesn't sniff grass?
My name's Caleb. I'm 19, and I'm a student at San Diego State University. I
didn't know Screech was going to be on the show.
Really good dinosaur impression. It's what I'm most famous for. Hence why they call me the Urban Raptor sometimes.
I feel like they just went out, picked up a couple of just random people in the parking lot of a gas station, said, hey, would you like to make some money and be on TV? Good.
My name is Dane, I'm 22, and I work in a skateboarding warehouse. In my free time...
And we have Markiplier on here, too.
Me and a girl and most people is someone who eats meat. That's not something I usually involve in my life.
You should date the first guy. He eats grass, so he doesn't partake in a lot of meat. Where do you find these people?
Clue they are about to be abducted. By busting in on them, they will have no chance to clean up or hide anything.
Come on, this is Room Raiders.
So they just walk into your house at any random point, drag you and put you in the back of a white van, drive off. The show couldn't be made nowadays. There'd be so many laws and protests.
That's right, guys. You are on Room Raiders. My name is Sarah.
Oh, hot diggity damn.
Hot diggity damn. Okay, that wasn't even a early 2000s thing. That was like late 90s. No one says that.
Ready to go on a date with me.
Obviously gonna be me.
The catch is I don't get to see or speak to you before I make my choice. But I do get to go through all 3 of your rooms.
It's kind of more of a deal for them than it is for her. I mean, she doesn't get to see them. Kind of they're getting the better end of this deal.
All right, I'm at house number 1. Looks kind of residential.
That's my place. It's his house.
I was very young for the 2000s, you know. I barely remember anything before 2008, but I don't have any memory of people ever talking like that.
Looks like we have company. Hi. Are you his little sister? Yes. Nice to meet you. So, tell me a little bit about your brother.
Represent, Rebecca. Come on.
He has a wild personality.
Okay, like that fun.
Props.
Apparently not going to mention that he eats grass. Just pointing that out there. He eats grass. That would be probably the first thing I would bring up. Yeah, he has a wild personality. Oh, by the way, and is obsessed with grass. So good luck with that.
All right, Kenneth, let's see what's in store. It looks clean. Clean's good.
Looks like a rest home.
It's like a hotel room.
Oh my.
That's probably my favorite part is when they just roast each other over their rooms. Like, there's no camaraderie in that van. It's every man for themselves. Chances are this is all fake and they don't even actually go out on a date. They just get paid and that's the end of the show.
Set my spy kit down and get to work.
Uh-oh.
Okay, this is gross. I think this looks like a retainer.
I haven't washed that in 4 months.
And you wear it?
Yeah, I wear it.
I'm gonna get
You know you're going to do the show. Put your stuff up. I mean, I know they say they just run in there at random and they pick them out, but I could never imagine not cleaning it for 4 months and then putting it in your mouth.
my spy kit.
And you don't clean it?
No.
That's sick.
I know.
I do not know what I'm gonna be touching right now.
I don't know why you would pick that
I
up.
don't really see that as a spy kit, as just a briefcase with a magnifying glass, a pen, and rubber gloves.
35.
I'm a big guy.
I'm thinking that I can fit 2 Sarahs in 1 pair.
Oh, she just roasted his ass, man.
Learn how to knit?
You old woman.
Actually, you know what? I think it's cool. I like a guy who can be domestic as well, so maybe he can knit me a sweater.
I'll knit you some panties. I'll make them all pink and red. Put a little bell on them. Dig-a-dig-a-dig.
Did they find this guy? First off, wool panties sounds terrible.
Let's move on to the closet. Nintendo, Genesis. It seems like he's still kind of into that video game thing, which I don't like.
She doesn't like video games. Can you believe that?
How can someone not be a video game fan?
What is this? I'm not digging the Hawaiian print.
Just because he has those things doesn't mean he still plays them or is like still huge into them, which I love video games. Huge fan of video games. If he's not, he just has them. How can you just say, well, he has video games that he may have played once and now I hate him?
Come on, baby, please.
Your size large. I do like my guys to be kind of big to protect me and keep me warm at night.
I can snuggle you up. I'll be your bear.
Or smother her?
At least the animal on my head won't attack her.
I mean, that was actually a pretty decent burn.
I just got done with room number 1, and I really liked his encyclopedia collection. I like a guy who likes to learn and likes to read. And I like to learn how to knit DVD. I thought it was really cool. Most guys aren't into that, so for me, that was a major plus.
Oh, those early 2000 graphics just... So she likes the encyclopedia and she likes the knitting, but she's hung up on the video games. That's weird.
I hope you don't look like every other guy, because I like something a little different.
I definitely don't look like every other guy.
Oh, if she only knew. She is in for a big treat then.
Let's go in and see what your room's like. Oh my goodness! Wow! Okay, wow, wow.
A lot of wows.
Let me
Those were not excited wows. Those were, dear God, where did I just walk into?
This is a belt buckle, I think. One of his many.
That's right, I have lots of belt buckles.
Do you collect?
I do.
Maybe he's a cowboy. I'm from Arizona, so that could be kind of cool.
I am a cowboy.
The hat wouldn't fit on that hair.
They are just roasting him over his hair.
Self out before you go out. That's good. Make sure everything's looking hot.
I'm bootylicious.
Let's check out his clothes. Ooh, looks like we have a little cowboy hat.
You are a cowboy.
I told
He's
you.
a cowboy.
Like, this girl is just kind of walking through the room. And, ooh, you have a mirror. Ooh, you have a bed. Ooh, you have a bathroom. Yeah.
Let's see what other good things I can find. Okay, I don't know what you're collecting here. It looks like medieval men, but it kind of freaks me out.
If you know Lord of the Rings, you know that's Gimli.
You're really a little kid. Little kid.
All right, I see some pom-poms here.
You're supposed to hide your figurines when the girl comes over. You never leave them out. And I get that this was supposed to be off the cuff. Put that stuff away. That stuff is supposed to go in a private place where you only look at it during your private time. I don't want to know.
Rah, rah, rah.
H-O-T. Hot.
Moving on.
I thought he was going to spell hoe.
Ew. This is definitely a claw. So I think you've killed a real animal.
I didn't.
Come on, man.
I don't kill animals.
Oh.
I love animals.
Okay.
I think I've seen enough creatures and villains.
She really appreciated some of the stuff in your room. You're giving me a run for my money.
I think it's time to move on to the last room.
So that room wasn't that bad. Like, they don't have bad rooms. It's just when she starts going through their stuff, she finds really weird things.
Third house, last but hopefully not least.
I'm just gonna realize I don't live with my mom right now.
Oh, I'm sorry that you don't get home-cooked meals every night.
I'm sorry I cook my own home-cooked meals.
You don't have a woman rubbing your head before you go to bed each night?
Oh,
In the game of this, he's winning, though. I mean, he doesn't live with his parents, so I mean... But also, these guys are like college.
all right, let's go in.
Here we go.
Whoa, okay, I kind of feel like I'm in a cellar, but this is different. This is kind of cool.
That's complete ick.
Did you just say ick?
All right, let's get started.
That is a lot of wood paneling. Looks like we jumped into like the late 80s, early 90s.
Okay, fungi cures.
Athlete's foot.
Do you have this?
You wouldn't believe it. It's terrible.
I don't know what you have growing on what part of your body, but at least you're taking care of it, but that's kind of gross.
You can't go through someone's stuff and just see something and be like, well, you had a disease, so, and you cured it, but because you had it, I'm not gonna go out on a date with you.
What your style is. Oh my goodness. What is this beast?
That's the ugly jacket.
The two most horrible fabrics are combined, flannel and a jean vest. Oh wow, this is...
Okay, so flannel isn't that bad.
Uh-oh, danger. I need my spy kit for this.
Spy time!
I'm seeing something I do not like.
What is it?
Her spy kit has all the same stuff that like a cleaning lady's bucket would have.
Do a little dust test.
Oh, no.
Oh, Dane. Didn't your mother teach you better?
That's a lot of dust.
I'm guilty.
Always clean your wood at least once a week.
God dang!
Okay, you certainly couldn't say that on TV now. Can you imagine just the riots that would ensue based on that one sentence alone, let alone this entire episode?
Pretty Dano Dangin!
All right, well, I think I've seen enough. We're out of here.
Guess that wasn't that bad.
No,
It could have been way worse.
I think you did all right, Dane.
I just got done with room number 3. I really like the manicure kit. It showed me that he likes to take care of himself and keep his hands clean. I did not like the anti-fungal liquid. That was nasty. That flannel jean jacket was a disaster. It looked like it belonged to an 80s breakdancing lumberjack. I've been to 3 crazy rooms, and I really have a tough decision to make.
So this is called Room Raiders Gone Wild. What's exactly wild about it? Because so far I haven't seen anything different than what the original was. Have some hot chick who thinks that she knows everything by going into these guys' room and then seeing a few things and then knows all about them.
Now the guys find out they're going to get a chance to even the score as they search through Sarah's room.
All right, hey, you guys, I think we should bust out the spy kit.
You could not do this. MTV would be like shut down nowadays if this aired on TV because you'd be going into a woman's room, which I'm guessing would now be considered inappropriate.
No! She wears them! These are the sticky ones!
Oh my god. Arr, matey, you be a booby of a man.
There we all go.
Okay, so basically what happens is go through her bra drawer and start playing with her bras, which would you expect anything less? So let's see who she picks as her soulmate based on going through their rooms and never meeting them.
Whoa, hey, boys.
Hey.
Oh, well, looks like I guess you're searching my room now. Tables have turned. Did you guys find anything good?
I found fake breasts in the top drawer.
Oh, my little insert.
Squishy ones.
Under the rooms, I found a lot of dirt. And as you can see, I like to live in a clean space. So, room number 3, I have to say goodbye. Oh, what's your name?
Dane.
Oh, Dane, it's so nice to meet you.
It's all right. It's for the best. I might be a little dirty.
All right, right, thank you. Take care.
What is that behind my dude's head? I mean, I remember frost tips, but what is that? It looks like a skunk.
One room, I found a bird claw, and it was kind of creepy, and it makes me think that maybe it was a dead animal that one of you guys shot. So I'm gonna have to say goodbye to room number 2.
That's me.
Hi, Sarah, thank you.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Kenneth.
Kenneth, I'm
How you
Sarah. Nice to meet you.
I would have never guessed in a million years. Kenneth. Wait until she finds out that he's obsessed with grass. Make for an easy birthday Christmas gift.
Kenneth isn't normally the type of guy I like to date. He may be a little geeky, but hey, maybe I'll give it a shot.
What are these posts? Like, MTV was really going hard for that teen demographic. Just, sitting uncomfortably on the ground,
I'm incredibly happy I got picked, but there was no doubt in my mind that I wasn't going to get picked. Those other guys are complete geeky dweebs. A mutual connection is yet to be made, but I can tell you one thing. Laying down in this position is incredibly uncomfortable.
All right, well, I found that you had a lot of, videos.
Let's be honest, they're not going out on this date. There was no date. They got their paychecks and went their complete separate ways. Well, I would have never thought she would pick that guy, but to each his own. But that shot right there is what dreams are made of. Talk about the American dream right there. So after watching that, it is clear to me that MTV would no longer exist nowadays if it was still like this. There'd be no way this would be allowed on TV. Thanks for taking a trip back with me to 2005. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that way you'll know when I post a new video. I will see you guys next Friday with a brand new video. Bye.